I'm in a rooming house right now, and tell you a little bit about the scenario. Rooming house is a house where you rent out the rooms. Most people are gonna take away the kitchen, or not take away the kitchen, take away the living room, dining room, so you don't have issues with the tenants beefing about that, and rent out each room. Right here in Baltimore, they rent out the rooms $125 a piece, and small rooms maybe $100 a piece. And I think it's a good way if you don't have that much money to get into real estate, because you do this in a neighborhood that might not be the best, that might not make the best A1 rental, and it might not be the most solid working class neighborhood, but you could go ahead, turn it around, make some money with maybe 30,000, maybe $40,000, because you can get a real cheap house in Baltimore. So you can get into a house, fix it up, and do everything $40,000. And let's do the math. 5 rooms, $125 a week at least. What's that? 625, 625, 1250, 1250 plus 1250, $2,500. And for a rooming house, you pay the electric bill, water bill, Wi-Fi, cable, and internet. So even if your expenses is $1,500, you're clearing $1,000 on your $40,000 investment, and that's you're gonna get that money back in 12, a little under 4 years, a little over 3 years, or a little under 4 years. So you would make your money back right away, and you could actually charge more in rent. So I think it's an attractive opportunity. Your eyes is open to it for real estate to join it. This isn't my house. This is my mentor's house. I rent rooms in his houses because with rent rooms is very management intensive because the people don't have the most money, and sometimes you can run into a scenario where they can, at least where we're doing it, where the person can have the money at 8 o'clock. They might not have the money. They had their money 8 o'clock a.m. They might not have that money 8 o'clock p.m. So you got to kind of be on it. I have 4 tenants, 2 that pay monthly, which are wonderful. I got 1 tenant on the west side. She is wonderful, and I got a tenant on the east side, not too far from here, and she's a hassle, and she pays me the least amount of rent. But this is how we do it. Every time I go pick up the rent, so I take $25 out of the rent. That's for me. If I pick up weekly, that's more money for me, but that's more driving around and doing stuff. If I pay monthly, I pick up the money once a month, and that's less driving around for me. I actually like doing the monthly rent because that's easy money. The ways I'm trying to improve the scenario, because my mentor, he's kind of older. So right now I'm trying to train my tenants to use the Cash App, so they can send me the money via Cash App. I got one tenant, my tenant that's wonderful that pays weekly. She was paying $130 a week, so I told her I would drop it down to $125 if every time she pays through Cash App. Right now we've done it twice, and it's been working well. But if she doesn't pay, I do it. I usually pick up on Sunday, so if she doesn't pay on that Sunday, I'm gonna charge. If she doesn't pay on that Saturday with the Cash App, that means that she's gonna have to pay in person, and it's gonna be $130. So that $5 is her convenience fee. And on her rent, because it's over the 125, Big Dog doesn't really care how much more I get over. She gives me $30 off of that. So every time I pick up, so pretty much every weekend I make like $55. On the first of the month, or beginning of the month, I make $100 in that week, $100-something in that week. It's not that much money, but it keeps me involved in what my mentor Big Dog is doing, which is real good because he's a real big time investor. He's doing his thing, not even doing his thing. It's like I had to be humble when I'm around him because he's so far advanced than me in this real estate game. So he's a good dude to be near. And my mentorship program, yeah, I paid for it, but I wanted to make sure I stay in his pocket. Now, every week I go to his house, I'm dropping off money to him, and it's hard to not to like somebody who drop money off to you, you know what I'm saying? So I stay around him and stay in his circle, you know. You're some of the 5 people you stay around, so I want to stay around him, you know. He makes my mind grow because I didn't even know rooming houses was a thing. So there's that aspect to it, and then if you're worried about being a landlord for this, it is very, very management intensive. But if you could do a service where they pay on Venmo or Cash App, you wouldn't have to go pick it up, and you would just have to call in for repairs. You wouldn't have to drive around all the time. So that tenant I got from that pays Cash App, that's like passive income to me, cause she pays me $25. You know, I get $25. Big Dog gets his 100, and I don't have to do anything. If something comes up, I just text Big Dog, and that is what it is. So the rooming house, I don't think it's for me. I don't think I'll have my own rooming house, but because it's so management intensive, and I'm looking more for the passive thing. Like, I can't pick up rent if I'm in Colombia or Puerto Rico. You know, I can't pick that money up in Medellin. But if I can get everybody on Cash App and all that stuff, then that might be the move. Especially like 10, 15 years from now, if you get in the game now, everybody be using Cash App pretty much, and it'll be a lot easier. People will be more used to Cash App or Cash App-like services, merchant services. So it'll be a lot easier in the future. Right now, because the demographic that at least this rooming house is in, certain people don't have bank accounts. It's just a lot of issues. But like 10, 15 years from now, that won't be a problem. So if you're thinking about it, getting involved in real estate, this might be the move. Because, like I said, you could buy a house real cheap. You probably could be all into a house for 40 grand. And rent, you making, what, $1,000 a month? You get your money back in 4 years. Is it worth the interest? And you get into the real estate game, you learn a little bit of stuff. Yeah, you know, for me, I don't think so. But for you, it might be for your way to get in. And if you do have rooming houses, you might find a young kid like me who's just trying to eat. And you could cut him off a little piece of the pie, and he handles stuff like that for you. You know, picking up the rent. Because I'm in the house right now because I'm going to show the house. You know, I'm always working, always doing better. But I'm going to take a video of the inside of the house now and show that to you guys. This is how we doing it. This one is actually pretty nice. Closet. We probably rent this room for more than $125. The only problem with this house is it's one bathroom. Nice, right? And this is how you play the game. This room is a little bit smaller and has the skylight in there. So it does have some light, but it's smaller. So you're gonna have to charge a little bit less. This is the biggest room, so you're gonna backtrack